Hello, friends, and welcome to episode 15 of the Weird Turn Pro. I'm Mo Strummel in Nashville, Tennessee.
I'm Jason Winfield in Lamont, PA.
And I'm Michael
And
Saletta down in Melbourne, Australia.
There we go.
Melbourne, Australia. Oh
Good
my
morning,
God.
Michael.
Good morning, Jason. Good morning, Mo.
So, for those of you who don't know, Michael has been on the show before. He is an alumnus of the show. We've invited him back today because we're going to be doing an old-fashioned guitar pull today. So, for those of you who don't really know what a guitar pull is, it's a thing where in the old days everybody used to sit on the porch and they'd maybe have one guitar. So they would take turns playing songs and they would pull the guitar from the person who just played a song and play a song. So today we can't really pull the guitars, so we're going to do this. It's actually more like a Nashville style songwriter showcase where they put a few people up on stage at the same time and they take turns playing songs, talking about them, heckling each other, trying to get on each other's nerves a little bit, but we'll see where we go to today.
I'm a natural.
We're considering, yeah, no fooling. So we're considering this a sort of a special episode since it is our 15th episode. It's unbelievable that we made it this far without killing each other, but here we are. So
Distance helps.
distance helps. And just so you understand, this is a two-hemisphere guitar pull, which, you know, that's
Unprecedented.
unusual in and of itself. Unprecedented. Let's use that word.
It's a little bit
since
more
you-
impressive.
And since you said that, I'm going to make you start, Michael. So
okay.
let's hear what you got.
All right. Thanks for tuning in, those people that are tuning in. I'm going to kick things off with a song I wrote with someone from Nashville, a guy that I met through NSAI. One of their forums that they have in connecting songwriters. His name's John Frank, and we just finished our fourth song together this week. This was a song kind of inspired by actually what's going on at the moment with, I guess, people really needing people. So we ended up writing a song called "People Need People," and this is it, and you'll see the reason why. Okay. Farmer helps the harvest grow. The trucker comes to pick it up to get it to the grocery store in town, where a mother gets her shopping done to make sure that she has enough so family doesn't have to go without. Sometimes she just needs a little help. People need people like crops need rain. We're all a little different, but still the same. Searching for some meaning in this crazy thing called life. World keeps spinning, we're holding on tight, trying to make a difference as the days go by. Wondering how we'll make it when it's really just so simple. People need people. First responder gets the call, takes a wounded man to the hospital where the nurses and the doctors sacrifice. So a father lives to see the day, watch his children graduate, filled with pride, celebrates their lives. Grateful for the ones who saved his life. People need people like crimes need rain. We're all a little different, but still the same. Searching for some meaning in this crazy thing called life. World keeps spinning, we're holding on tight, trying to make a difference as the days go by. Wondering how we'll make it when it's really just so simple. People need people. Smile from a passerby, lover's arms to hold you tight. We all need someone to help us through. 'cause people need people. People need people. People need people like the crops need rain. We're all a little different, but still the same. Searching for some meaning in the scrapes that think of life. The world keeps spinning, we're holding on tight, trying to make a difference as the days go by. Wondering how we'll make it when it's really just so simple. People need people. People need people. Yeah, people need people.
I like that.
Thanks.
You're right. Good,
And-
good song for the times, man.
Yeah, that is good.
Thanks.
And we should remind everyone that you are in Melbourne and you're kind of locked down for pretty solid right now.
Yeah, another 5 weeks. We got put back into 6-week lockdown because our cases, went kind of through the roof. I guess for us, compared to you guys, it's much different. But for us, it went through the roof. So it's like, okay,
Sure.
Everyone needs to calm down and stay at home.
Right.
All right. Well, we hope everybody there stays safe, and I know
Yeah.
you guys are. But,
Yeah, definitely.
So I think it's Jason's turn.
Okay.
Banjo
Bang.
Man.
Banjo Man. Yeah, my wall decoration behind me.
Can you play the banjo?
Not really. I keep trying. I keep trying to convince myself that I can do it, and then I start to do it, and the only time I really have to play, if I want to just play, is generally after the kids go to bed. And the banjo is not something you start playing at 10 o'clock at night anywhere. I don't care how much social distance you need to play the banjo and learn how to do it without waking people up is beyond belief.
Well, just so you know, technically the first family always started at 10:30. So yes, you do play it after 10, but not in your house.
Yeah, not to try to learn.
Do you at least know the intro to what's it called, the dueling banjos?
Yes.
You've got to at least
I did.
have learned that, right?
Yes, I've learned it and forgotten it and learned it and forgotten it and learned it. Because well, I have a 9 and 11-year-old, and they take area. That's it. Yeah, and they take a lot of my time. But anyway, so along with people needing people, I'll follow up with a song called "Healing Hands."
Cool.
Or actually, it's called "Untouched" now. It started as "Healing Hands." Things change. Yeah, things change. The salty air just hangs around us as the silence fills the empty in our space. The live oak by the porch is slowly fading, with the gentle dripping tears of Spanish moss. I wish that I could say just what I'm feeling. The distance is not so great between us, as a swaying porch swing cradles us inside. I don't know how to reach across this chasm, for the ball and chain of blame just hold me down. I hope you hear the words that I'm not saying. My pain, it seems, is never over. Heated blisters on and on and on and on. My pain moves each day a little slower. The mysteries of a broken heart remain untouched. Starting with a spark that led to fire. Now we live in smoke and never feed the flame. It burns so hot and with passion and desire. Our lustful burning eyes, they slowly close. I fear that we will learn no other way. My pain, it seems, is never over. The heated blisters on and on and on and on. Our time, it moves each day a little slower. The pieces of a broken heart remain untouched. My pain, it seems, is never over. The heat and blisters on and on and on and on. Our time, it moves each day a little slower. The mysteries of a broken heart remain untouched. Salty, sultry air just hangs around us as the silence fills the empty in our space. The live oak by the porch is slowly melting with the gentle dripping tears of Spanish moss. I wish that I could say just what I'm feeling.
That song is growing up, dude. No,
Yeah, it is.
That's cool.
It is maturing nicely. That is awesome.
Yeah, it's yeah. Thank you. Kind of goes along with people need people. It's just sometimes they don't know how to do it. They don't know how to get there.
Yeah.
You sent
That's
the first time
very
you sent me that,
Americana.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah.
thank you.
He'll take that as a compliment.
Yeah.
The first time you sent me that, I was laying on a beach in Naples, just so you know, in Naples, Florida. We were down at the coaches meeting, and I actually listened to it there on the beach, so I remember that. I remember
cool.
that version. Yeah.
During the chorus, I'm trying to think. It might have been chord 8 or 9. Did you go to a minor or a minor 7th or something?
Yes.
It was a really nice change. It was halfway through the chorus. That
Yeah, it's the same as it's a repeated chord from the verse.
Okay.
So it's an F minor 7.
Okay. Yeah, it really pops during the chorus.
Yeah, and
It's cool,
I like that. I like the bluesy feel of that when it runs through. So, thank you.
It's cool. It's cool. I'm gonna play one. My turn.
Mo's turn.
This song. I really started with the opening line of this song, and that's really the only thing I started with. But I liked the opening line, so it kind of went from there, and it turned into a breakup song, I think. So it's not me breaking up though. It's somebody else.
Wow.
We're still together. She's over on the other side of the table. She's pushing the buttons right now. It's all working out so far. I always tell her
She's still
we've been
always
married,
pushing buttons,
38, 30. We've been together about 38 years, and I every now and then I just turn to her and I say, I don't think this is going to work out. She just shakes her head at me.
Sure thing, Mo.
Have another drink. Have another drink, Mo.
All right, here we go. They bought themselves a classic fastback Ford. Drank like fish when they were bored. Things were going well, in and out of bed. And then one night she said, I love you more than anyone I've known, but the fabric of our love is torn, and I can't love you any less I won't love you anymore. Couldn't even call it a fight, but they went round and round all night. And when the words finally came out, she could not believe his ears. She said it all without a tear. I love you more than anyone I've known, but the fabric of our love is torn, and I can't love you any less, but I won't love you anymore. The words were like a landslide, swept him away, and as he lay in bed that night, he could still hear her say, I love you more than anyone I've known, but the fabric of our love is torn, and I can't love you any less, but I won't love you anymore. Yeah, I can't love you any less, but I won't love you anymore.
Nice.
Wow, that's cool. The fabric
sad.
of our love is torn. That's cool.
Yeah, Jason will follow that up later. That
Yeah.
was my segue to Jason.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. As long as I'm listening, I know what to play next.
Wow. Yeah,
That was
All
nice.
right.
that was cool.
So I do want to mention that that you, since the last time we've seen you, you had a song that you got placed.
Yeah.
Explain
For
that to us again. Yeah.
A company called Relation Trips, which is it's kind of like a travel agency. It's helping you prepare road trips with your children and your family. And the guy that owns it and runs it was looking for a theme song, and he just so happened to know one of my co-writers, and we threw together a song in a few hours and sent it over to him, just a work tape. He loved it, and fully recorded it, and it's used as his theme song, which is great. So that's what we call a sync placement. So that's my first ever sync placement.
Congratulations.
Thank you. It's not a big worldwide thing, but it's a great start, and it's a really cool company. It's a good business what he's doing. So feel free to check it out. Relation Trips. It's on Instagram and Facebook, and there is I think it's called My Relation Trips, which is the website. So if you go there, he's also got a book. Jeff Siegel, I think his name is. He's also got a book that he released in regards to the whole same thing about road trips. And I wrote that with Mike Miners, Kipper Lee, and Andrew Mack, who I write with a lot.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So
Yeah.
it's exciting.
You guys are going to have to come up with like a nickname for your
Yeah,
co-writer
writing.
circle
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, we've
have to-
had that discussion about kind of maybe starting a business with the four of us, because we write a lot, and quite quickly when we write together. So and
That's awesome.
I think with just Mike and Kipper, I think we're up to 17, 18 songs now, something like that. So
Nice.
since I met them, actually today is the 17th of July. I left for Nashville this time last year.
So you met him a year ago, basically.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. A year. Well, if you look at it, because you guys are one day behind. So I met them on the 18th, which is when Song Camp started. So yeah, it's coming on a year of knowing those guys. Yeah,
That's cool.
So we met this week a year ago too. Then.
So
Is that
you
right?
were at Song?
Was that a
Were
year
you at
ago?
Song Camp?
No, I was just. We met at at the
Yeah,
True
'cause
Music Room. Yeah,
That would have been, I think, maybe in a week
Or
or
were you
10
here
days or
different?
something like that. It was in August that we met. I'm pretty sure.
So
'Cause it
probably
was-
towards the tail end of your trip.
No, it was
Separate
definitely
Different trip.
no. That was because I was in Nashville from July to October.
Okay.
Oh, so
Yeah,
I met
so
you at some point when you were down here.
Yeah, so it would have been. I'm just trying to think. It may have been the last week of July.
It was nice
potentially.
out, so it was. It wasn't.
Yeah, it was beautiful out because that pool up at the
Yeah.
True Music Room, that was
Yeah.
a great venue. You know, you're sort of looking out, and then just beyond the bar is a really cool swimming pool.
Yeah, and they walk in and get their drinks from the pool.
Yeah,
yeah,
Nice.
It's a great venue
yeah.
with a really
Definitely.
cool view
All right,
as well.
Play us another song, Michael.
All right, I'm gonna do something that has a lot of cliches in it. Quite simple because we wrote it that way. I had a title called One Hit Wonderful, and I just so happened to meet this guy Alex Sire, who's he plays at the Listening Room a lot. We went out for coffee and then we got together and wrote a couple of songs together. And this was one of the songs we wrote, and because it's titled One Hit Wonderful, we thought we'd try and throw in some song titles within the song. And it's kind of opposite to you. It's not a breakup song. It's a summer lovin' song kind of thing. So
Placekeeper song.
pretty much, you know, like a kind of like a one night stand that lasts all summer kind of thing was the vibe
All
we're
right.
going for.
Awesome.
So yeah, this is called One Hit Wonderful. Cliche, hot summer loving when I ain't looking for nothing. Heart was aching when you came along. You hooked me like the Billy Ray song. Now I can't get you out of my head. Nothing can stop us from believing that anyone would steal the sunshine. We weren't worried about time. Those one hit wonderful kind of nights all summer long. Feeling so right, lighting every day like a fireworks sky. Two young lovers know when it's hot. Have me spinning like a record, baby, take on me. Grooving to each other with every heartbeat. I'll never forget having the time of our life. With those one hit wonderful kind of night. Dancing, wrapped up in the moonlight, crashing. Waves on the beach like our bodies when they get too close. Like genuine on the radio. Just one hit wonderful kind of nights all summer long. Feeling so right, lighting every day like a fireworks sky. Two young lovers know when to decide. Have me spinning like a record, baby, take on me. Grooving to each other with every heartbeat. I'll never forget having the time of our lives. Those one hit wonderful kind of nights. Sitting here thinking, sitting here wishing it could last forever. There's one hit wonderful kind of night. It's all summer long. Feeling so right, lighting every day like a fireworks sky. Two young lovers know when it's hot. And me spinning like a record, you can take on me. Grooving to each other with every heartbeat. I'll never forget having the time of our lives. And those one hit wonderful kind of night. Kind of night. One hit
That's cool.
Thanks. That was fun to write. So I didn't want to do all the same songs that I did last time. So I was just like, oh, I better pick some other songs.
Well, you've been
Have
rather
you pitched
busy.
that at all? Have you guys pitched that at all?
No. We just kind of wrote it, and I haven't even done a work tape or submitted it for anything. And I was supposed to catch up with Alex, obviously, going back to Nashville in March.
Yeah.
And because I think he prefers to kind of write, in person than doing the whole Zoom thing. But no, we didn't pitch that. I did pitch the other song that we wrote when I was doing the NSAI Rise program. We were able to pitch
Right.
2 songs to a publisher, and it's a drinking song. So like, another drinking song, and it's like, well, they've been going for a long time. Drinking songs have been written about a lot, and they're going to continue to get written about. So, yeah, it's all right. That the publisher passed on that, but
Let's hear it for a drinking song.
yeah.
Well, maybe we
Definitely.
should do What Are You Drinking
got-
right now? That's a good segue.
Oh, there we go.
Look at that mug.
Yeah.
Show
Look at
everybody
that.
that mug.
Look at
That's
that.
a wonderful mug. Where did you get that?
Yeah. That's great. I love it.
That's
Excellent.
awesome.
I'm glad it made it there. It took a long time to get there, so they must have
Yeah,
sent
it did.
by
It did.
ship.
It did.
I am drinking a Yazoo Brewery here in Nashville,
Durst.
Durst Amber Ale. This is probably my favorite beer of theirs, but they have a lot of different kinds, obviously. What do you got, Jason, today?
I was in an experimental, and well, we'll just stop right there because this is from New Trail. This is the heliocentric key lime pie tart ale.
Oh no!
That sounds complicated.
Drinking shouldn't be that complicated, right? That's excellent.
It is.
Oh
It
my
is almost like it's like a lemon. It's like a lime beer. So
It's not like drinking a pie.
not really. There's supposed to be vanilla in it, but I think the hops kill it. But it's refreshing.
Well, if you put
Stay with
lime
that.
in a Corona,
Exactly.
yeah, that's refreshing.
This would be a lot more lime than you can get in a Corona.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
It is.
And it's probably-
it's all right.
It's probably the fake lime, like the lime cordial kind of thing, which
It doesn't say, but it's actually. I mean, it's interesting. It's something new, and the can looks really
did you just
cool.
say cordial?
cordial,
Cordial.
which is I'm not even
okay.
sure
No.
what that would be for you guys. It's like a
cordial.
syrup.
Cordial.
Yeah, we say
Cordial.
cordial. We run all the letters
Oh.
together. You say it much. You probably
Yeah,
actually pronounce it correctly.
We probably do cordial. It's very British. It's very British, cordial.
We say
Like I cordially invite you to my writer's round.
and we run it all together and keep our mouth closed. We say cordial.
Yeah,
Yes,
like a ventriloquist would.
Yeah, cordial.
Lord
Cordial.
exactly. That's awesome. All
Like
right,
it's a
Jason, it's your
secret
turn.
word that.
Oh, we're having too much fun. Okay,
Yeah.
so Mo gave him my cue. This is my song called Fabric. I was cut from a bolt of Irish linen, stained with the dirt of my whole family till, with the badge of red pinned to the swatch of Union blue. It gave us a patch of land where we could grow. The rails swirled through and soot covered our hands. Machines were brought to toil on our lands. When the only son broke ranks, gathered green cloth for the banks. To change the very course our family knew. Each generation brings the thread to stitch together families when we wed. In the dark night I cling tightly to the blanket of my family and sew together the fabric of my life. My daddy chose starched white doctor's coat, but he gave to me the song Blue Collars wrote. So I weave with silver strings, and I married a tapestry, as together we knit another row. Each generation brings a thread that stitch families together when we wed. In the dark night I cling tightly to the blanket of my family, and so together, the fabric of my life. As I look into my children's eyes, I hope it comes to them as no surprise. Their future is unknown, their stitches yet to be sewn. I hope they fill their loom with brighter light. Each generation brings the thread that stitch families together when they wed. In the dark night I cling tightly to the blanket of my family, and so together, the fabric of my life. In the dark night I cling tightly to the blanket of my family, and so together, so we can grow on together. Yes, I sew together the fabric of my life.
Yeah. Another
love it when
song
you-
that is growing, by the way. Yeah.
Fabric of my life. It's like I like when you're singing along at the end.
Yeah, that's a good sign. Thank you.
That's yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, the words will stick with you out of that song. So it always says something to me if you have a song and the words stick with you. It's, there's probably something there. You should probably think about it, right? So, yeah. Excellent.
Thank you. So what do you have, Mo?
Well, let me do this first. Let's
Yep.
throw up the how do you sign up slate there, Joni. So this is this is how you get on the show if you want to be on the show. This is a special show, so we have Michael back and we're doing a little guitar pull, old-fashioned guitar pull. But normally we have a singer-songwriter on, and we focus on them and their music and also their story and their backstory. Do a little interview type thing, but we know who Michael is now, so we've set that aside and we're just going to play some music. Anyway, if you want to be on, you can email us at weird@weirdpros.com. Send us links to your music, a good email, and your phone number, and if we like what we hear, we'll be in touch. The way things are going, these rules are going to stay in place, so no tracks. We want you to perform it live and in the raw. It's about the song, not the production. Unless you're quarantining together, we prefer solo until this is all over. And the internet is not instantaneous, so even if you're in two different places, we can't meld you together. As Michael learned when we tried to sing backup with him the last time he was on. And it
We were
doesn't
almost in the
really
next
work.
verse when we finally came
Yes,
through.
Yeah.
that was
So-
that was funny to listen back to.
Yeah, for those of you that are watching like late night television and you're seeing the bands from the late night television playing together, that's all pre-recorded. It's not they're not doing it at the same time. They're each recording their parts and they stitch them together. So that's not real. But this is live, and this is the Weird Turn Pro. We have Michael Soletto with us today, which we're tickled pink because, as I said,
You look
he's
tickled pink
halfway
too.
around the world, locked down, and we're able to spend time with him. So
Yeah,
it's
great to be
it's
back
pretty
hanging out
cool.
with you guys. I really enjoy it.
That is
Thank you.
awesome.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
it's a lot
I know.
of fun.
So Mo, you have a song for us now.
Yeah, actually, it looks like our old friend Travis DeCastro, who recently retired, from what
Yes.
I understand.
Yes, he
is,
did.
on the
Congratulations,
line
Travis.
here. Yeah, congratulations. Well deserved. Hopefully, you're enjoying your respite and knowing that you don't have to go back in the middle of this. So that's probably not a bad thing either. So years ago, sitting at his old house on the back porch, he introduced me to a drink that he called a cheater margarita, and it's kind of a weird kind of thing. He would get a can, and he can probably correct me online if I'm wrong, but he gets a can of frozen concentrate, like lime frozen concentrate, throws it in a pitcher, throws a bottle of beer in there, and I'm not sure if he and then tequila on top of that, right? So he finished it off with tequila. So he gets a pitcher that's now like a frozen margarita, but it's instantaneous. It's just you just dump it all.
You don't have to blend it.
Yeah, it's not quite like Rob Redvasky's version, which requires
a generator to run
some serious equipment, right? So this is a song I wrote about that. It's called Cheater Margarita, and it was inspired by that moment.
This
So
is for you,
it's
Travis.
kind of a fun song. It's also for Jason since he was at the beach last week. All year long, I sit and think about sitting right where I am, watching the waves roll in, and then I watch them slide away again. I'm sitting on that porch swing, strumming that old six string, just like Mr. Buffett said. I got 2 weeks left before I go back and sweat. I got a cheater margarita on a floaty in the pool. There's a pitcher on the table, yeah, I'm breaking every rule. I put in 50 good long weeks, man, I'm ready to play. Got a cheater margarita, I'm on vacation today. Worked all year to put my feet in the sand, warming up my toes. 30 next to me on ice, 30 SPF, guarding my nose. Well, I put my work behind me, I feel like I've been set free. I got some time to contemplate, I got 1 week left before I go back and sweat. Got a cheater margarita on a floaty in the pool. There's a pitcher on the table and I'm breaking every rule. I put in 50 good long weeks, man, I'm ready to play. I got a cheater margarita, I'm on vacation today. Boss man's called me every name in the book, that don't matter to me. Right now I'm soaking up the sun in the land of the sand and sea. Got a cheater margarita on a floaty in the pool. There's a pitcher on the table, man, I'm breaking every rule. I put in 50 good long weeks, man, I'm ready to play. Got a cheater margarita, I'm on vacation today. Got a cheater margarita, I'm on vacation to stay. Jason. So while I'm playing, Jason is doing this, and I can see him, and so that always throws me.
Sorry,
miss a couple words, but it's okay. No, hey, we're having fun. I'm into it.
That happens a lot in the National Writers' Rounds. That people will do
Yes.
that, forget their words. So that was pretty acceptable. Although people
I haven't
don't bring
played
up
that song in a long time.
Oh, that was just at the very end.
Oh,
Do they make
man.
those cheater margaritas in non-alcoholic version, do you think?
Oh, I'm sure you can get one in a.
I think you just put the lime concentrate in and you're good.
You probably put some
beer.
You can put some
We
ginger
have-
ale,
Not
ginger
alcohol,
ale
yeah,
or something in there.
O'Doul's. Yeah,
Yeah.
little
We-
O'Doul's.
yeah, we have non-alcoholic beer here, and Sarah just found out you can get a non-alcoholic mix to help with what's the coffee drink that's alcoholic? It's got coffee and I think vodka in it usually.
Kahlua? No.
It's
a rum.
I can't think of it.
Like Bailey's?
Espresso martini.
Oh.
So you can get non-alcoholic ones of those here.
Wow.
So
Well, I've never had one of those or heard of one of those. So
oh, really? You guys
now
have
we're
to
gonna
look
go,
it up.
Now we're on a scavenger hunt.
Coffee martini.
And I expect to report back to say how you went with the with those espresso martini.
We will.
Well, it's bad enough because we have a Pabst Blue Ribbon that is a coffee like frappe type of malt beverage. So it's a beer, but it tastes like a Starbucks energy drink, like the coffee. The coffee drinks. Yeah, you're the one that introduced it to me, Mo.
The Pabst.
Yeah, the Pabst Blue Ribbon. It's like a iced coffee, is what it tastes like, but it's
chocolate milk.
Yeah, it is pretty dangerous.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, you have to be careful with those because they drink like chocolate milk.
Yeah, you don't even know you're drinking a beer when you're drinking it.
Yeah, not a recovery drink, by the way. Not a recovery.
Yeah. It's a chaser
Michael.
for your football game, Bloody Mary. I got my coffee and my Bloody Mary. Whoa!
All right, Michael. More music, Michael. More music.
Yeah, cool. All right, this next one I'm gonna do. I wrote with Billy McDowell and Julie Reiner. I did Grandma's Kitchen with them. I did that on the last time I saw you guys. And this was
Julie's on here. Say hi. Julie's on.
Hi,
here.
Julie. Hi, Julie. Good morning. Good evening. This was I mean, you guys would know, having gone to Nashville, the parties that are on the back of a tractor.
Yeah.
Which go throughout the Nashville streets. It's quite funny to watch. It always amused me. And Jason, you haven't seen that?
No. Well, I haven't seen him going through the middle of Nashville. I grew up in a pretty rural community in the middle of Illinois, and there were parties anywhere you could have space.
Okay.
So
it's like a hayride. It's like a hayride.
A party hayride.
And only it's downtown.
Yeah.
And there's no hay.
And well, for me, it's nothing I'd ever seen before, and I thought it was pretty cool. And I know Nashvillians kind of, don't rate it very highly, because a lot of bachelorette parties and bachelor parties come and party on the tractor, and it was the first time Julie, Billy, and I were getting together to write, and we were just talking about that and how funny it is, and we ended up writing a song about it.
There you go.
So this is called Party on a Tractor.
Nice.
Jump on in the party on the tractor, listen to the laughter, let the good times roll. Gotta put on your Daisy Dukes. Don't forget about your cowboy boots. Wine in a Dixie cup, you know you're gonna drink it up. Have a little more than a few. Round and round and round we go. Party wagons pull real slow. Nashville streets will never be the same. The music and the wine's to blame. Hockey, talk, shake, rattle, and roll. Jump on in the party on a tractor. Listen to the laughter, let the good times roll. Giddy up, girl, diesel fires are burning. Big wheels are turning. Party on a tractor. Rubberneck and rednecks grin. Tonight we're gonna all be friends. Kid rock is blaring, lots of people staring. Get ready for the show to begin. Jump on in the party on a tractor. Listen to the laughter, let the good times roll. Giddy up, girl, diesel fires are burning, big wheels are turning, body on the tractor. Down, 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 tractor. Jump on in the party on the tractor. Listen to the laughter, let the good time roll. Giddy up, girl, diesel fires are burning, big wheels are turning, party on the tractor, party on the tractor, party on the tractor. Yeah.
Ready. I'm ready. I'm gonna get my Daisy Dukes on and head on down to the tractor.
That's gonna look pretty special.
So
That'll clear downtown.
I'm going to embarrass myself and be honest here for a second, but we have friends who came down to visit right before all this started, and it was somebody's birthday, and they had set up, they were here to visit, and we were here, so they invited us, and we went on one of those things because they invited us, and everybody had a blast, but I will never do that again. That actually hurt me, so I'm not doing that again. However, I have thought of a new idea, which I probably shouldn't say on here because somebody will steal it, but I have another version of that may work down here for bachelorette parties, and I'm thinking I should do it because we'd live in a much bigger place than we live now. I'm pretty sure, but pretty crazy. So so that is such a Nashville song, though. I mean, I don't know that there's any place else that could even refer to at this point.
No,
Yeah.
no, I don't think so.
Actually, John Deere might be interested in that song.
Yeah.
Oh, we did talk about possibly pitching it to the tractor, those companies. That go around.
Most definitely.
And that could be like their theme song while they're going. But obviously, COVID hit and those plans kind of went out the door. For the meantime.
That's definitely got potential for that.
Yeah, that's a good song. That's takes you right there.
Yeah, that sure does.
Jason.
Oh yeah, it's me.
It's your turn, buddy.
My turn. So I'm gonna go back in. Let's see.
Back to the Future.
Back to the Future. No.
That's where I am.
That's true.
That's true.
So
when I see you now, I know tomorrow morning's going to be just fine.
Yeah.
I actually have people before you start. I actually have people asking this online, so we'll run it down here. Just for those of you that tuned in and don't know, this is the Weird Turn Pro. We're on every week, every Thursday at 5 Central, 6 Eastern, and I think it's 8 o'clock in. Is that right? 8 o'clock in Melbourne. 8 a.m.
It is now. Well, it is now 8:50.
Yeah,
a.m.
Right. So we come
Friday
on
morning.
in Australia at 8 a.m. and we do have.
Yeah.
We because of you, we have sort of an Australian audience, so a lot of them watch every week, which we thank you very much.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Of course.
And but just so everybody knows, I'm in Nashville. Jason is in Lamont, PA, and Michael is in Melbourne, Australia. So
Woo-hoo.
that's how this works. This is the 2 hemisphere guitar pull. I think I'm going to put that up under the title when I go to repost this. So this is the 2 hemisphere guitar pull. All right, Jason, it's your turn.
This is my ghost story. It was midnight by a bonfire on the Carolina coast, drinking dark rum from a bottle, toasting Blackbeard's ghost, contemplating conquest on Queen Anne's revenge, and knowing that his treasure buried somewhere in this sand. Been a good week with a few friends, trying to drink the Jolly Roger dry. Was the last night by the seaside, won't be back for quite a while. Somewhere after last call, we stumbled to the point of a teacher's hole. Needed to say farewell to the man of the hour before we started our voyage home. and the water turns to white foam, for it crashed into the shore. And a legend was born when the pirate died just off this beach, you know. Some say his spirit roams this stretch when the moon is right. But David Jones released a ghost on an Ocracoke blue moon night. From the darkness he appeared, walking alone along the sand. He called out, I said howdy, raised the bottle in my right hand. He said, I thank you kindly, don't mind if I oblige. You can't find a cure to what ails you on the other side. He said his name was Eddie, he could teach us many tales. How his eyes lit up when he talked about the plunders. He rocked for quite a while, drank my bottle till it's dry. Then he said, I must move on before the sun's rising. And the legend turns to white foam as it crashes to the shore. And a legend was born when the pirate died just off this beach, you know. Some say his spirit roams this stretch when the moon is right. David Jones released a ghost on an Ocracoke blue moon night. And the water turns to white foam as it crashes to the shore. And a legend was born when the pirate died just off this beach, you know. Some say his spirit roams this stretch when the moon is right. But David Jones released a ghost on an Ocracoke blue moon night. Yes, David Jones released a ghost on an Ocracoke blue moon night. Woo-hoo.
We're gonna have to re-record that now because you changed that one too.
Is that something you guys wrote together?
No, he wrote it, but
I wrote it a long time ago, and it went from, it's evolved. And as I'm not sure how many of the episodes you've watched. Thank you for the time that you gave to the show, because truthfully, all of the things that I'd written prior to the show have changed and become better songs because I'm hearing different things, and
That's cool. That's great.
And the things that I've written since we've been on lockdown, and I've been hearing things actually have more complete through lines and themes, and it's because of everybody who's been on the show. I'm the neophyte here, so as you're talking about things to do in Nashville and songwriting associations and all of those things, I'm sucking in the information and figuring out what I'm going to do with what I do. So thank you, because you're providing me a service as well as entertaining it. So
yeah, cool. You're welcome. I think it's working with other people as songwriters, or just being involved in events like this, you're somehow influenced by the people that you are around and hanging out with, definitely. So that's all the way.
It definitely
back to you
makes
guys
a
as well.
difference.
Yeah.
It absolutely makes a difference being around other people who are doing this, because you get a much you get different perspectives, and it's just, I mean, I think your songwriting discourse, the whole thing about whatever you think about expands, and so that happens. I think.
Well, as you see, and what I've noticed is as you guys you're talking about the process of taking a title to the group and saying, here, this is something I'm thinking about, or we're having a conversation about this, and this becomes fleshed out into a song. The tidal wave that you face when you first sit down with your instrument and a piece of paper or your tablet or whatever you're looking at that moment, all by yourself, looking at the vast, from a perspective, looking out there at the waves crashing onto the Great Barrier Reef, that is where your song could go.
I wish right now.
Yeah, well, but I mean, it's you're there looking at this vast experience, and this time with all of you, Mo's been a tutor along the way for a long time, but hearing everybody's experiences and thoughts and how you get there has been invaluable, and I hope we have listeners who pay attention to that, because anything can become a song.
Yeah, absolutely.
Quite literally, and the human mind is so deep in its process. Mine is not, but the human mind overall is deep enough that it can take the experience of a moment is a song.
Yeah.
If you can capture the words of that one light bulb flashing at that particular period of time. So I thank everybody who's part of it, and I appreciate being able to be part of this, because this is pretty amazing.
Yeah, it is pretty cool. It's very cool.
So now, talking about that vast void that's facing you every time you sit down, you've scared off everybody from songwriting. So I'm just telling you.
No, you can write about anything. It's just that first moment. And that's what, if you're reading anything about songwriting, that's what they talk about, is that moment of fear that makes you automatically fall back and stop. Just push through and swim out there.
That's it.
Very true.
Lean into it.
You have to, and you just have to go with it and start it. This is,
and there's definitely no guarantees in life either, as we've discovered now.
Yeah.
This is the third song I've written in the last 3 weeks, so
nice.
Yeah, it's still growing. So this one isn't done yet, but I'm gonna play it anyway.
Awesome.
And the beginning here, after watching the Eagles on TV the other day, I watched that after I wrote this, though, so I'm not sorry at all. If you wanna ride with me, you gotta understand what it means to be free. So saddle up, I'm leaving soon. We can head out with the morning light, riding our ponies deep into night. Sit around and wonder at the moon. You and me, we never had much anyway. You and me, living from day to day. Never a dollar, never a dime. All we ever had was a little more time. Baby, it's you and me. We can head off to Mexico, or maybe up to Ohio. Try to find ourselves a song. Buy us a house, maybe a shack, as long as I can give it back. I never like to be tied down too long. You and me, we never had much anyway. You and me, always living from day to day. Never a dollar, never a dime. All we ever had was a little more time. And baby, it's you and me. You can be my lefty now. Try to muddle through somehow. Just keep me from that desert cold. Riding with you side by side, hoping it's a nice long ride, and our love will never grow. You and me, we never had much anyway. You and me, always living from day to day. Never a dollar, nary a dime. All we ever had was a little more time. And baby, it's you and me. Yeah, baby, it's you and
awesome.
I was trying to do some Eagle harmonies during
Yeah,
that
so
as
was
well.
There you go.
I was too.
I put the Neil Young ending in there because I thought that just fit. So,
Yeah.
so listen, I think we should go around one more time. What does everybody think?
I can
love
do
to.
it. Yeah.
You up for it?
Awesome. Yeah.
All right, let's go around one more time because we will actually. It's rare in Nashville, at least unless it's a really set up kind of show that you get to do more than 3. Anyway,
Yeah,
so
like the listening room will usually, their rounds will usually do that. Commodore, it's more so 50 minutes usually because of the changeover.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
with Belcourt.
yeah. So most of them are pretty set up, but we're gonna break the rules. Let's go around 4 times. And, because we can. So
yeah, we're
Michael,
probably
you're
doing
up.
a little bit more talking than
Yeah,
most
well,
of the rounds.
Yes, absolutely.
But-
Yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah. Oh, Michael, before you start though, because it's your turn, we're gonna put up your the charity
charity?
that you
Yeah,
that
cool.
you support. Yeah. So this is Support Act. Why don't you tell us just a little bit about it?
It's been set up for musicians in Australia, that are struggling financially, and it's got to do with mental health as well. So if you need, especially during this time, if you need someone to talk to, you can call them and just chat about, hey, look, I'm a musician, I'm struggling right now, I have no gigs, financially I'm struggling as well. I know there are some grants out there that you can apply for through APRO as well, which is our PRO here. You can get like $2,000 to help you out. But Support Act is the same as I've completely forgotten.
It's music here in the States. It's
Music
Cares.
Cares.
Music
But
cares.
it's the equivalent of Music Cares, and it's really great to have such a support system for musicians, especially right now. And that it was set up before this all went down, but it's definitely a really challenging time for all musicians around the world.
Yes,
Yeah.
it is. Yep.
Yes, it is.
Absolutely. Well, good. I'm glad we got to help you out with the support of that, and that's fantastic. And as we said here in the States, the equivalent would be Music Cares. If you can help musicians out, help them out. Do what you can. A lot of musicians are doing live streams and stuff to help support themselves.
Yeah.
So go ahead and support those too, right?
Absolutely, yeah.
All right.
Because we're certainly not making money from Spotify royalties.
No, no.
No.
It's I always tell everybody, if you stream one of my songs, I make 0.0004 cents. So that's awesome. But,
That takes me back to the drug test on one of the professional cyclists about a decade ago when he was at 0.000000001.
Yep. All right, what do you got for us, Michael?
I'm going to do something I wrote with Kipper Lee and Mike Miners, who I write with a lot, and I'm actually writing with them in about an hour's time. This is something we wrote. I think it was around about the start of the year that Kipper had an idea, just talking about a girl hanging onto a shirt from an ex or a loved one that she's lost, so that's what we just ended up writing. This is geared more towards a female artist to be singing this, because we sing about having a towel in your hair, and there's not a huge amount of guys. Although I used to do that in the 80s, I would have a towel in my hair because I had really long hair. Although you probably wouldn't admit that too much to too many people.
I should have found that picture before.
Yeah,
we came
right.
on, huh?
I definitely don't think there is a picture of that, thankfully. There's some really strange
I'm gonna
pictures.
dig
probably.
after this.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is called Your Shirt. Alarm started ringing, pulled me out of a dream. Could have sworn you were in my arms, felt like the real thing. You got under the covers with the look in your eyes, said, baby, call the sick 'cause we'll be up all night. I start to rub my eyes, and I realize you're gone, and I ain't over shirt. After clearing out your shell, I kept this one thing for myself, for what it's worth. When I'm sleeping, I sleep in your shirt. Made it through another long day. Turn the radio on. Stepping out of the shower, I hear your favorite song. Towel in my hair and an ache in my heart. Staring at the mirror while I'm falling apart. Wish I could see you right, but I realize you're gone, and I ain't over you leaving. Is it wrong how I handle this hurt? After clearing out your shelf, I kept this one thing for myself, for what it's worth. When I'm sleeping, I sleep in your shirt. Makes me feel like you're at home when I'm lying in this bed and I'm all home alone. And I got this old shirt on. You're gone, and I ain't over you leaving. Is it wrong how I handle this hurt? After clearing out your shell, I kept this one thing for myself, for what it's worth. When I'm sleeping, I sleep in your shirt. When I'm sleeping, I sleep in your shirt. When I'm sleeping, I sleep in your shirt.
Nice.
Cool, thank
Very
you.
nice.
Yeah.
Thanks for listening.
Yeah, I
Oh, that's
think that, I mean, I can definitely hear the female vocal on that, and
Yeah.
I think it's a great concept. Yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, I think, there are lots of people out there that hang on to something from an ex, I guess, for a little while. Hopefully not for their entire life, right? They got to move
Yeah.
on somehow.
Well, we hope not. Yeah,
Yeah.
that would be called something else, I think.
Yes, they can call that service for some other help.
Yeah,
That's,
Yeah, absolutely.
definitely.
All
All right, Jason,
That's cool.
what do you got?
Well, I'm going to make time matter because it's a nice way to end the show for me, anyway. And I've been given the joy of following Michael all day, so I gotta up my game.
You're doing really well, man. It's really cool.
So this is a song called "You Make Time Matter." Used to think I knew my way around this town. I could stop at any neighborhood bar around, make a friend or two, and play some cutthroat pool, for the run of the table or a room. Now I'm asking strangers on the street how to find the places we have planned to meet. I'm so worried about what I might say. I hope I don't embarrass myself today. 'Cause you make time matter. I wish I had some more with you. My life is all in tatters, so in love I don't know what to do. Now I find myself awake at dawn every day, looking forward to what you have to say. I can't remember where I need to be. I hope you were here with me. 'Cause you make time matter. wish I had more with you. My life is all in tatters, so in love I don't know what to do. Used to think I knew my way around this town. I could stop at any neighborhood bar. Ooh.
That's cool.
It's
Used to think
that takes
I-
me back to like I had an album when I was young in 1966. It was called The Best of 1966, and it just has that feel of the Tom and Jerry songs that were on there.
Yeah, Tom and Jerry, Chad and Jeremy.
Yeah.
The early it's just when I started playing the riff and it was like, oh, this is poppy and bouncy and it you know, the as I've recorded it and laid it out, it's got a nice little, I think I sent you a copy of that at one point. So it's got this little bouncy lead line that runs through the whole song that really kind of takes it right along that same path. So it's a nice little, almost, it's a summer song. I mean,
have you thought about pitching that for sync, like TV movie? That like you can just imagine that in a, you know.
No,
like a
no,
film.
I have not.
Really got that kind of vibe. So
I will. I need to explore that whole process. Jason hasn't pitched anything ever, so
don't make him record anything until he gets me the vocal he owes me. So
yeah, I gotta spend some
I'm
time
just
down
kidding.
here.
I'm just kidding. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and play one more, and then we'll try to get Michael out of here so he can go to his co-write that he's got coming up. But this one it's called The Outlaw. It's kind of a made-up story, but
It's all good.
my running days began the day that I met you. And who'd have thought I'd be sitting here now, wishing it wasn't true. I got away with all the money, there was nothing they could do. But the priceless thing I took away from you. I never meant to be on the wrong side of the law. In fact, I never meant to be anywhere at all. But I'm okay playing this here villainous part. If I could be the outlaw that stole your heart. Said you be my woman, said I'll be your man. And as I took that money, I reached out for your hand. To doubt you run with me, and every day I wonder what I didn't see. Never meant to be on the wrong side of the law. In fact, I never meant to be anywhere at all. But I'm okay playing this here villainous part. If I can be the outlaw that stole your heart. Where did you go? I think God only knows. never meant to be on the wrong side of the law. In fact, I never meant to be anywhere at all. But I'm okay playing this here villainous part. If I could be the outlaw that stole your heart. If I could be the outlaw that stole your heart.
Nice.
I was waiting for that.
Yeah. Yeah, you just need that telly just cranked up and
Yes.
down.
Yeah, as soon as I get the nut fixed, it'll be in everything. So, it'll be there. So, Michael, thank you so much for joining us today.
Yes.
This was kind of special for us because it's like a reunion, you know. So,
And because we talked to you and we got to know you as an artist and as who you are as a songwriter, it was great to be able to trade songs with you and just kind of enjoy your company. It is, I mean, it's just awesome. Thank you.
I would definitely do this guitar pull writers round again. I just love this whole vibe of sharing songs with each other. You know, the Nashville thing. I guess doing the things that I'm doing is as close as I'm going to get for the time being. You know, until we probably get a vaccine for COVID-19.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know what? We will definitely do this again, and you know we will send the invites out again, and you can come back and hang out with us, and we'll get you up early again.
I'm cool with that. Totally cool with that. It's definitely worth it.
I hope you had breakfast, since we're going to make you go right from this to your co-write pretty much.
No, I had a coffee. I went for a morning walk, did all that stuff.
Okay.
And I'll just grab a bite to eat after this. That's fine.
Fantastic.
Awesome.
All right. Well, stick around for a couple minutes after we go off the air, and we'll chat. But once again, thank you very much. And for those of you that are watching.
Yeah. Thanks to our viewers. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks for watching, and remember, we're here every Thursday, 5 p.m. Central, 6 p.m. Eastern, and 8 a.m. Australia.
Eastern side of Australia. So
Eastern side of Australia, right.
Brisbane, Sydney, and Melbourne.
There you go.
Yeah.
So, please do join us again. We're not quite sure what we're doing next week yet. We are waiting to hear back from a couple people, but we'll let you know. It'll be out there on the social. I'm like the old guy who actually tries to figure out how to do the social stuff. But it'll be out there. So for now, just remember Hunter S. Thompson, the quote that we use for our show: "When the going gets weird,
the weird turn pro."
We'll see you next week.
Thanks, guys. See you next week.